Good morning. It is currently December 9th, 2019. It is like 4:46 in the morning. I am awake. I'm starting to do this thing where I just really want to get my life together. The last 2 weeks of my life have been fucking insane. I've been having a really shitty sleep schedule. Like, I'll usually be up till like 6 in the morning, go to sleep, not wake up until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and that has to stop. So we're making a change. We are starting to wake up. Well, what I wanted to do is start waking up at like 5 in the morning. I took some melatonin last night at like 10 o'clock at night, and I ended up waking up at like 3:30. So I've been up since 3:30, but you know what? We're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with the punches, because that's life, guys. Life is all about just rolling with the punches. And right now I am about to get ready and shower because I'm hungry and I want to go get some breakfast at McDonald's, and then I got to come back home and I got to clean because I haven't cleaned my apartment in a while. You know what? It's been a month since I've last posted anything onto social media, aside from like my little placements and advertisements for my podcast, which, if you guys didn't know, I have a podcast. It's called Abnormally Disabled. So if you guys want to check out the podcast, or if you guys didn't even know that I've had a podcast, then you guys should go and check it out on my YouTube channel, or on my SoundCloud, or on my Apple Podcasts. All of the links will be right down in the description below. I don't know why I sounded so country. I think I'm gonna wear this shirt today with my blue Nikes, because I gotta go work out later, and I should really take off the the hanger. I don't know why I'm taking the hanger for, but yeah, guys, lots of exciting stuff happening in my life right now. A lot of stuff behind the scenes. I know it's a little dark, forgive me. Leo is really upset right now because he doesn't usually wake up this early. It's a little bit too early for him, but he's awake. He's like, Dad, turn off the fucking lights. I'm trying to sleep. Look at how angry he looks. Oh, you look so angry. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, Papa. Go to sleep, baby. Yeah, guys, so I'm trying to do this new thing where, like, I do something with my life. Because I have been... life has been a little stressful lately, if I'm being, like, 100% honest. With school and my job, and I recently started to do Lyft and Uber, which has been really, really amazing. I didn't actually think that I would like Uber as much as I do. I like the fact that I can like make what I would do at work in like half the amount of time, and I don't know, I like it. I don't have to talk to people, which is amazing. I can just drive, listen to music, take my passengers to where they need to go, and enjoy my life. And I've been enjoying driving for Uber. I'm like literally walking around my whole apartment, just like cleaning and doing shit. I have a lot to fill you guys in on my life, and I just don't know when to do it. I also shaved. I was trying to originally let my facial hair grow, and for like a second I was like, yeah, I like the way this looks. And then my facial hair just got really out of control and really crazy. And so yesterday I shaved it, and I was like, you know what? I don't look half bad with a shaven face. So I decided to shave my face. Yesterday, after the first initial part of the first beginning of the vlog, I did not vlog anything else that whole entire day, but I did do everything that I was supposed to do, that I wanted to do. I did my laundry, I ran errands, I cleaned my apartment, I Ubered for a few hours, and then I got home like around 8 o'clock in the evening and knocked the fuck out. I was so exhausted, I was so tired, and then I woke up at like 1 o'clock in the morning today, and I've been up since 1 o'clock in the morning. So this morning around like 2 o'clock, I went to Jack in the Box and I grabbed a shitload of food, and then I came home and I was going to do my algebra final exam review, which was supposed to be due today, but I ended up using what is called a pass
or something like that, a pass of some sort. And it basically allows you to extend your due date for your homework. So now I don't have to do my final review exam until Thursday, but I have my final today. So that's fun. So we're currently in the parking lot of my college campus, and I'm waiting for the time to get closer for me to go and take my final. This morning, I felt like I did some productive stuff though. I did do some rides for Lyft and Uber for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then I came back home like around 5:15. I exercised for about an hour and a half, came home, got ready, went to go get coffee, which is much needed because I have not slept in 7 hours. And you guys know how I do. You guys know that I do that Dutch Bros life. I have not had Dutch Bros in a few days. I actually got sick of Dutch Bros for a bit because I was having it like literally every other day. And I was like, oh, I'm just so tired of caffeine. I want something else. So if I did go to Dutch Bros, I would go and get like an iced tea. But now I'm back on the caffeine grind because I'm exhausted. And I have finals today. It's finals week in school, and I am not looking forward to my last final. I did my final for English 102, and I did my final for reading, and I passed. And this is the last final. After this, no more finals until next semester. After this, no more class until next semester, which I'm really excited about. But at least in the meantime, I don't have to worry about going to class, which is nice. But I also have a quick hack for you guys for Dutch Bros. If you have a Dutch Bros near where you live or you're a fan of Dutch Bros, here's a little hack that I like to do whenever I get my free drink at Dutch Bros. For all of you who don't know, or even if you do know, whenever you go to Dutch Bros, they give you this little card that they stamp. So every time that you buy a drink, no matter what size you buy the drink, they give you a stamp. And so whenever you buy 10 drinks, you get your 11th drink free. And usually what I do, because I'm such a caffeine whore, whenever I get my free drink, I go all out. So what I get is the strongest drink that they have coffee-wise, which is a double torture, and I get it with no ice, and I get it topped off, which means they fill it up all the way to the top of the cup with no ice. And then I add an extra shot of caffeine and an extra shot of sweetener. So it basically comes in this like whole entire cup full with no ice, and it's really strong and it's really good. And then I get a large cup of ice on the side, and then it renders me like another full cup of Dutch Bros coffee. So this is the cup of ice that I got, and then this is the leftover coffee that I have from the freebie that I got today. So I think that is a hack within itself. I literally spend hundreds of dollars a month at Dutch Bros. Like literally, no, I spend close to like $100 a month at Dutch Bros. Like the amount of freebies that I've gotten from buying so much Dutch Bros is fucking ridiculous. It's on another level, but that's a story for another time. I'm gonna go and do my final. I will let you guys know how I do when I am finished. I'm really nervous, I'm really scared, but yeah. You guys, I have some fantastic news. I passed my final. That was gross. I think I just spit. With a fucking B. I passed my fucking algebra final with a B. I'm so excited. I've passed all my classes. I'm good this semester. Now we just gotta worry about next semester. Next semester is gonna be the hardest semester for me because I'm taking psychology, I'm taking biology, I'm taking communications, and I'm taking math. So, pretty fucking hard classes that require a lot of homework. I'm not looking forward to it, but right now I'm on my way home. I'm gonna go drop off my backpack and go celebrate. Take myself out to eat. Take myself out for a movie, because I fucking deserve it. I deserve to take myself out, because today was fucking stressful. I thought I was gonna fail my fucking test, my final exam, and I didn't. I passed. So we're gonna go celebrate. Hi guys, once again, I just stepped in lizard shit.
I totally forgot that was there and I just completely stepped in it. Oh my God, that's so fucking gross. It is, ew, it is dandruff season because I got dandruff all over my face. It is December 11th. Oh God, this is disgusting. And I'm back on my bullshit, guys. Last night, I didn't go to sleep till about 3 o'clock in the morning. And today, I didn't wake up until like 1:30 in the afternoon, which is the craziest thing because if I sleep at a decent time, I can get like 6 hours of sleep, wake up at like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning and be completely fine the whole entire day until the nighttime. But if I need to pick up this lizard shit, but if I go to sleep anytime after like midnight and I wake up, if I go to sleep anytime after midnight, I will not wake up till like after 12 p.m. the next day. It's insane. My body's weird. I don't know. But today I decided to take it slow. I'm gonna go Uber later. And I decided to just kind of have a chill day today. It's already like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm hungry. I'm considering going to go get lunch before I start Ubering, but I've kind of eaten everything already that's around the neighborhood. And I'm a little bit bored of food, to be honest. Like, I'm overeating. I just want like something new. I don't know, I gotta go look up some reviews of some places that I haven't been to around in the city. I live like a mile and a half from downtown Phoenix, like the actual downtown Phoenix. Like, you can see downtown Phoenix from my complex, apartment complex. And so there's lots of food to try, lots of food to eat. I do have to work out still, so I think I'm gonna go work out first, and then I'm gonna go grab lunch, and then I'm gonna Uber for a few hours and call it a day, because honestly, there's nothing else that I can do or that I want to do besides go to the movies, but there aren't really any good movies. You know, I'm surprised because this morning, well, not this morning, because also I have leftover coffee from yesterday. As you guys know, I had Dutch Bros yesterday, and I had my little secret hack that I like to do. And this is what was left over from yesterday's coffee. So I'm like super excited that I didn't have to go and get coffee today because I usually buy my coffee. I've been considering buying a coffee maker, but I like iced coffee. And with a coffee maker, while it's nice, I either have to buy like an espresso machine, not just like a coffee pot or like a pod coffee maker thingy. I need like an espresso maker because that's how like the coffee that I like is pretty much just espresso, chocolate milk, and some like flavoring of different pumps. But I'm considering buying some stuff for the apartment as well. I'm gonna buy a new couch. I really want to buy a new couch because it is necessary. This couch that I have is beautiful and I love it, but it is falling apart. And they have one that's like the same. It's a little bit more modernized. It's like the same thing. It looks the exact same. It has the same legs. It's just, it looks cleaner. And it's only $400, only $400 at Living Spaces. I was gonna buy it this month, but I'm actually moving from this apartment in less than a month. I'm actually moving to a bigger apartment downstairs in the same complex. So I should be honest about something that I have not told you guys about, that I've kind of been keeping a secret, not because I wanted to, but because I had to. So it's time to talk honestly and let you guys in on what's been going on in my life, because I've been keeping this a secret from you guys, not necessarily on purpose. It was mostly because the way that things came out whenever so why I moved into this apartment is okay, where do I even start? when I turned 25, I went through my whole mental breakdown situation. If you guys don't know the story, I have a video here that's like an hour and a half long where I tell the whole story, or you guys can listen to the newest episode of my podcast, Abnormally Disabled. Yes, I have a podcast in case you guys did not know. If you guys want to check it out, I'll leave the link to my podcast episode down here below, or if you guys want to watch the podcast, I'll also put a little card up here so you guys can easily click it and check out that episode. I specifically talk about my mental breakdown of 2016 when I turned 25. So I was going through it. And in January, okay, so I had been living on my own ever since I was like 19. I moved out of my parents' house and moved out on my own when I was like 19. And I was living out on my own up until I was like near 26. So I broke up with my ex, moved to California the next day, and I was in California for about 8 months. I came back to Phoenix for about 4 months, and then moved back to California for another year and a half. And I was in California for about a year and a half, and I moved back to Phoenix at age 26. At age 27, which was last year in August. I moved back to Phoenix. And then I was at my parents, living with them for a little over a year. And while I love my parents and I love the fact that they allowed me to just like move back with them and help me get back on my feet, there's a huge difference in living with your parents when you're like 18 and younger, and there's like a big difference when you're like 25, 26, 27. You kind of don't feel independent anymore. You kind of feel like you're back to that like childlike mind. And I didn't like the way that I felt when I was there. Like, there really wasn't any sort of problems. There wasn't any issues. It's just that like I right now am very protective of my own mental health. And my mom is the type of person that like pours out her problems to people that she trusts, obviously, not just like everybody. And she would often just come home and she would complain all the time. And it would mess with me because it would cause me to like feel anxious, or like whenever she came home or she wanted to talk to me, like I felt this anxious feeling, like what is she gonna want to talk about now? Is she gonna complain about something? Like, is it gonna be an issue? And I love my parents to death. I really, really, really do. Like, they are my best friends. Like, I trust them with my life, but I could not continue to live there and have a good relationship with them. I was starting to feel very resentful, and I didn't want to feel like that because my parents are getting older. I'm getting older. I'm almost 30, and I felt like I've been here for a year and I have not made any attempts to like find my own place and move out. And one of the reasons why I didn't want to move out was because I didn't want to go with like a stranger. I didn't want to move in with like a roommate and not know who they were or have issues with them. And I didn't really have any friends that were not in relationships or had kids and were just looking for another person to live with. So I stayed at my parents', kind of just hoping to like get into a relationship and find a man, and then I would find a place with him, and that never happened. I'm still single. And around October, it was around September of this year, I had enough. I was like, I cannot be here with my parents anymore. Like, I have school, I have my job, I'm super stressed all the time with my own shit. On top of that, I have to come home, and then I have issues with my parents because I feel like I don't have my independence. And that's solely on me. It's my fault. It has nothing to do with my parents. They've been amazing. They allowed me to like live with them for a year, and I love them for that. But like, I felt inadequate as an adult. I felt like a failure as an adult. And so around September, I was contemplating moving out. I was like, you know what? I will suck it up and I will find a roommate, a stranger. I don't care. I just want to have like my own space. I want to be able to bring people over. I want to be able to feel like I am doing something towards my adult life. And I just want to be independent. And at the time, I was looking around like Craigslist and Facebook and like roommates.com, and trying to find like anybody that seemed cool enough to like live with. And I was talking to my sister-in-law, and she told me that my brother had a 1-bedroom apartment that he was using as a studio because he's an artist. I don't know if you guys can see all the art on the wall. That's all his. Can't really see that one, but that's all like his stuff. And he has a bunch of art all over Phoenix, a bunch of like walls. He has like paintings in art galleries and things like that. And so this is the place where he does his art, because he likes to have a place where he can't be like bothered, and it's just like him, and he's focused on his art. And I had no idea that he had this place. And so she told me, she was like, well, he's considering going down to a smaller spot. But she's like, if you want to like talk to him and see if you guys can maybe like split the apartment, and like he pays half, you pay half. And he's like hardly ever here. He's here like maybe once a week for like 2 hours. And the rest of the time, this place is mine. And so I said, yeah. And then October the 6th, I moved in here. And it was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. And I've been here now for about 2.5 months. And I love it. And his contract and lease is ending this month. And so he's like, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to continue to like live here? Do you want to like find somewhere else? And I was like, I really like the area. I live in the Grand Avenue Arts District. I'm by 3rd Street and Roosevelt, which is like 1.5 miles away from First Fridays. I like live right on like close to like Central, which is like downtown Phoenix. Like I can walk and exercise around downtown Phoenix. Like I can see downtown Phoenix from like the apartment. And I was like, I personally would love to continue to just live here. And so he was like, okay. So he is going to sign another year lease, but because the apartment price on this one that we're at now is gonna go up by like $100, he was able to get an apartment downstairs that's bigger, and it'll be about $75 less than what we're paying now for this one. So essentially, rent for the both of us would be less expensive. And so we're gonna, hopefully, if everything goes well and everything processes and paperwork and all that stuff goes well, we are going to be moving to that apartment at the beginning of the year of 2020. And it's bigger, which is exciting because I will have more space. And I didn't want to buy a couch because then I would have to like move everything. So I'm like holding off until I actually move into the place before I start buying like tables and rugs and new couches and things for the apartment. And then he said that he is going to be traveling a lot next year. And so he's like, if you would like, you can have the entire apartment as long as you can pay for it. And it's not that expensive. I definitely can't pay for it. As of right now, I'm paying like half of that income. But with my job and everything that I'm currently doing, I am able to afford the entire apartment on my own. So that's the plan. While he's traveling and out traveling, being an international traveling artist, I'm gonna have the entire apartment, and then the actual bedroom that's in here is gonna, well, not this one in particular, but the one that's gonna be downstairs, that's like that, is gonna be mine. And I'm gonna put the bed in there, and then this area, which is essentially like the living room, is gonna look like a living room and not like a studio apartment. So yeah, that's the plan for 2020. I'm gonna be moving into a new apartment, which I'm really excited about. And the reason why I didn't tell you guys this is because my mom and dad were not supposed to know that I moved here. It was mostly my brother who didn't want them to know. But then something happened like a week ago, and the cat's out of the bag, but they already like knew. Parents know everything, and they were just like, well, you wanted to leave, we couldn't stop you, like, we're happy for you and all that good stuff. And so I didn't want to like put this out there because I assumed that my parents had no idea where I had gone. I mean, obviously I still talk to them, and I would go to the house often, and like me, my mom, and my brother would go out to eat, but she would never ask me like, so where do you live now? Like blah, 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 because she wanted to respect my privacy, which is amazing. But at the end of it, she knew, and I didn't want to post any of it online because at my brother's request. But now that the cat's out of the bag, I might as well tell you guys as well that this whole entire time, this was a 1-bedroom apartment. And yeah, I essentially share the apartment with my brother, but like I said, he's not here like ever. He's here like once a week. And so his side, which is the bedroom area, is where he keeps all of his art and all of his stuff. And I like it. I think it's perfect that I stay in this area here, because this is like my entire area. This whole entire place is mine. Like there's nothing that's his anywhere here. Like I can just have it clean and organized, and I feel like zen, and it feels like, oh, this dandruff is fucking killing me. And it just feels like a really, really nice place. It feels like home. But then when you go into this room, it's all his stuff, which you can't really see because it's dark, but like this is all like his paintings and his art and all of that stuff. And then we have the closet, which is in the bedroom. And this is the closet, which I've never really fully shown because I didn't want, you know, my parents to know, but yeah, you know. And then we have the bathroom, which is also in the bedroom. And you guys have seen the bathroom plenty of times. This is the bathroom. It's really simple. I actually reorganized it myself. I bought all of this at Ross with the carpets matching. And yeah, so with that being said, since I'm currently not filming like legit YouTube videos with like an expensive camera, I'm gonna get my camera again this month, and so I'm gonna start to film when I get the camera. But in the meantime, I just kind of like wanted to film the whole process and wanted to be open and honest with you guys about everything, because coming into the new year, it's gonna be a lot of exciting stuff happening and a lot of job opportunities. And I'm gonna go to Europe in April or March, not entirely sure when. I'm going to be going to London, Paris, and Amsterdam this year. I'm also gonna be going to Miami. I'm gonna be going to Washington again, New York. And for my own personal pleasure, I wanna go to Oregon and Seattle, to Portland, Oregon, and Seattle. But as of right now, I'm still not entirely sure when that's gonna happen. I gotta check flights and all that other shit. I wanted to drive to San Francisco as well sometime soon. But it's expensive. San Francisco is very expensive, especially to drive there. It's like an 11-hour drive from here, from Phoenix. And I'm not looking forward to driving, so I might hop on an airplane and do an airplane trip. But I also wanted to go to the Apple campus, which is like 45 minutes away from San Francisco. And I'd rather not take an hour Uber and an hour Uber back. It's gonna be super expensive. So might take my car anyways. But yeah, guys, that's my secret. I guess that's it for this vlog. It wasn't really much of a vlog, but I didn't really anticipate making a vlog, honestly. I was not going to come back online until March. And I'm not back online. I'm not back on like social media and posting stuff, and like I'm still away from it. I have not gone on Instagram in a while. I'll probably still be posting vlogs on here, just not as often and not as consistently until March. When March comes around, we are going to be doing weekly stuff again. Aside from that, if I'm not posting enough and on the off chance that you guys miss me, you guys can listen to my podcast. Things are going great. I really wish I could just keep talking and blabbing, but I'm gonna save that for the podcast. And oh yeah, next year we're gonna start to film the podcast, because right now, since I don't really have like a nice camera, I don't want to like film on my iPhone and film the podcast on my iPhone. So I'm gonna hold off until we're in the new apartment. I have a prettier couch and maybe like a nice little backdrop right there of something. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on everything. I'm not sure how many times I'll like vlog, but I definitely do want to vlog. But yeah, I need to go shower, so I'm gonna go do that. Aside from that, you guys, I hope that you are all having a good December and a good holiday season. But I hope that you guys are enjoying your month. Aside from that, you guys, I hope that you guys are having a good day and a good week and a good month and a good year and a good life. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.